Hello friends, I am Shivam Yadav and welcome to my channel iTech Warrior. Friends, this is part 4 of polymorphism. In this video, I will demonstrate about operator overloading. So let's start. But before operator overloading, I will little bit overview on method overloading. In the previous video, I already explained the method overloading in polymorphism part 2 in detail with example. So please watch part 2 of the series before watching this. Method overloading, it is an approach of defining multiple behaviors to a method. Method name is same but the parameters are different. Behavior of a method will change by changing the parameters of input. Here you can see four statements. In first statement we declare a hello iTech warrior, and the second, third, fourth statement I will use substring method. In substring method I will pass the different parameters. In second statement I pass 7 and the output is iTech warrior, and in third statement I pass 13 and the output is warrior. In fourth statement I pass 7 and 5 and the output is iTech. So the method name is same, substring method is same in every statement, but the output is different. So this is the best example of a method overloading. So we move to understand operator overloading. Operator overloading is also an approach of defining multiple behaviors to an operator, and those behaviors will vary based on the operand types between which the operator is used. Here you can see two statements: number plus number equal to addition, string plus string equal to concatenation. In both statements we use plus operator. Plus is an addition operator when used between two numeric operands, and it is an concatenation operator when used between two strings. So the concept is operator overloading means the operator is same but the behavior of the operator is different. So plus symbol is behaves in both statement is different. Here you can see two example. In the first example, x equal to 8 and y equal to 10, and the three statements: int z equal to x plus y, and int m equal to x minus y, and boolean n equal to x greater than y, and the value of x and y used in every three statement. We all know the plus means addition and addition of two numeric values, and minus means subtraction, and greater than means comparison of two number for whose number is greater. And the second example, string a equal to hello and string b equal to iTech warrior, and the three statements, string ab equal to a plus b and boolean c equal to a compared to b, boolean d equal to a not equal to b. But the computer doesn't know the meaning of any symbol because it's a brainless machine. But computer does every operation, plus minus greater than equal to not equal to, everything computer done. How the computer does this? Because every operator definition is predefined under the base class library. Here is predefined operator methods: public static int operator plus int a comma int b for addition, public static string operator plus string a comma string b for concatenation, public static int operator minus int a comma int b for subtraction, public static boolean operator greater than int a comma int b for comparing the number whose number is greater. Public static boolean operator equal to string a comma string b for comparing the string either equal or not. Public static boolean operator not equals to string a comma string b for use the string is not equal. Here is the predefined operators. It is predefined in base class library. We can write a user defined operator methods. Here is the syntax of a user defined method. Modifiers, static, return type, operator, operator symbol or operand type, integer, string, whatever. And here is the write a logic what we want to do. So we understand understand in practical way. So let's flip to Visual Studio. Let's add the another class. Right click, go to add and click on class. Write a class name. Let's we write a example of matrix, adding of two matrix, 2 by 2 matrix. So the class name is matrix. Class matrix. Here we declare a integer variable int a comma b comma c comma d. We adding 2 by 2 matrix. That's why we declare 4 integer variable. Then public matrix int a comma int b comma int c comma int d. Sorry. This dot a equal to a. B B C D and write a user defined operator method. Here is the syntax of a user defined operator method. So we can write public static matrix operator. We add a two matrix, that's why we use addition symbol. Matrix obj1 comma matrix obj2. Then write our logic inside the method matrix obj equal to new and return obj. obj1 dot a plus obj2 dot b dot b c sorry co and d sorry. Then class test matrix main write a main method static void main inside a main method matrix create object m1 equal to new matrix first matrix value suppose 2 4 6 8 and set second matrix value suppose 3 comma 5 comma 7 comma 9 sorry, here is the two matrix m1 and m2 and the value is this. Then matrix m3 equals to m1 plus m2 plus m2 then print a matrix console dot write line print M3. Console dot read line, and we print matrix M and 2 also. Console dot write line, print M1 and M2. So save this program and run. Output is there. Polymorphism dot matrix, polymorphism dot matrix, polymorphism dot matrix. Instead of matrix, output is class name. Why? Because the over write line method, because of write line method, go to definition. Write line method is override in different definitions. Here is the definition of write line methods. So the now we use write line object value. So fix this error. Again we go to write line method. In write line method, object and value, pass object as a parameter. So then we write and object print and the object print the class name. So now we fix the public override is string to string method, because because the public static void overline method gets parameter object value, and the object value call the toString method. That's why we override the toString method. Here in this example we use overriding also. We change the behavior of a toString according to us. So return a plus b plus plus. So we return this value, save, then run, and the output as we expected. Right, the output is correct. This is first matrix, 2 by 2 matrix, and the second matrix, and the sum of two matrix. So in this example we learn operator overloading and user defined operator overloading and overriding also. We override the toString method according to us. I hope you understand the example. In next video of the series method hiding, in next video we will discuss method hiding. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for upcoming videos.